a canal. Let's look at it relative to the wall. A central pot where all the water comes in. Now, when this is built, it's going to be built to be about the same height as the last pond over there. Just take note of this. So when that is done, the pipes are connected to the outlets of the main pools, just like we have at the Governor's Brother's place. That's the method that's going to be used there. While the chamber will now come onto that side. So that's one. Then, of course, the divided tank will be removed from there, and then a platform created for the divided tank separately so that it won't affect the pond eventually. The issue of division of the ponds, I think, is something we'll talk about later. This pond looks too big for management. Of course, since we have elderly people attending to it, it is just too wide. They probably have to be separated and plastered properly. So after roofing, then the issue of a plastering will come in, so that we won't have what they call airline cracks that will make seepages to be happening. But by and large, it's a well-constructed pond because it's not wet at the back. But then it has to be divided in the middle because it's so difficult to grade fish and get good results. It's simply too big. So this particular one, I think, will be divided into 3. It's looking like this pond is about how many meters now? This particular one.
This one from here to
4.6,
approximately 5 meters. So
this one is about
meter
5 meters. Okay, 5 meters by 8 meters. Yes. Right. So if it's 8 meters, that means we can get about. That's interesting. So that means if it's 8 meters, then we can have as much as 4 2x4. So is that we divide into 3 or divide into 4? That's the first one. Let's look at the second one quickly.
5 meters.
4 by 5 meters. This particular one is 4 meters by 5 meters. Yes. Well, I think. How about the third one? The third one there.
The third one is also 4 by 5.
4 by 5. Yeah.
4 by 5.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, the 4 by 5, 4 by 4 by 5.
Yes.
But how my well, I said this is divided into 2, except you say you want to leave it. But I would love to divide it into 2 so that you now have good compartment and you can manage results. So I suggest this be divided into 2. So we're having already 4 here, 5, 6, and then out there we have the 7th. The third one, we have the 7th one. So let's look at the third pond. I'm suggesting we divide this one into 2 so that we now have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 7 standard pools and 1 grading pool. Now when we go to the last one, we're going to use. Now this is the topmost pool. Now I'm suggesting we thank God for this sacrifice there. This is what we're going to use for the recycling chambers. This pond has to be modified so as to increase productivity of this one to produce results on a times 10 level. So I think it's worth the sacrifice. Since if this one goes, this one will be able to produce results at times 10.
Times 10.
Times 10.
Yes, ma'am. So what we're saying is that rather than build about 10 types of these faucets, why not sacrifice this so that this one can produce results of what will have needed the whole compound to do to achieve the same results. That's what we call a partition system. So this is going to be simple. This will be divided into about 6 compartments. The first one will be divided into 2. You say it's about 5 by 4, isn't it?
Yes.
By 4.
5.
Oh, super. So the first thing is that we'll divide it into 1, 2, 3. Since it's 4 meters, we're going to divide it into 3 parts. 3 equal parts. Then of the 3 equal parts, that means if you now bring it to 1.3, 1.3, yeah. Or let's say 1.2, 1.2 by 5 meters. Now we're going to divide it centrally into 3 on this side. The one at the back will be divided into 3 too. While in the middle will be, in fact, it's divided into 9.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3.
This one will be divided into 9. Now what we will do is that we're going to raise it by 2 cushion block extra. I believe you still carry strength, yeah, so that we can have water flowing back by gravity easily. Now we'll now divide it into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now the 9th division we're going to give it will now make it interesting. Number 1, what happens is that water comes from the chamber there through a pump. It comes and throws it into this first chamber. We call this a gamble chamber. Then now as it comes into this gamble chamber, ozone will be there. Okay. To break down the particles, supply oxygen, remove any disease and all the rest. And then it now goes on that through pipes to the sedimentation chamber. The second one and the third one will be sedimentation chamber. From there to now run into a filtration to a nitrification unit. 2 chambers we use for nitrification because these ones are big. Let's use 3 or 4. We'll just put granite and shells.
Okay.
Right? So we're going to use 3 that will have granite and shells. Now we're already talking about how many chambers of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 4, 5, 6 will be used for granite. While 7 will have what we call biofuel.
Okay.
Now from the biofuel chamber 7, now 8 and 9 will have what we call the activated carbon and then the zeolite. Activated carbon to remove carbon dioxide, make the water crystal clear, and a few other qualities like that kind of. While the zeolite will remove any contaminants in the water before the thing flows back now by gravity into the main system.
Okay.
So what that means, is this: if this pond is divided into what's that one? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Each one can comfortably take 2,000 fishes.
In a minute.
Yes, ma'am. So 2,000 times 7, or no, times 8 now. 2,000 is that how much? 16,000 now, isn't it? 16,000. Now 16,000, if you are selling the village at 300 naira, 16,000 times 300, how much is that? Let's get that straight.
Okay.
Look at the face on any premium. Calculating.
300 times.
Unless a Southeast person, you can see the way his hand is shaking on the calculator. Wants to.
1,000 gives
times 300. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's 4.8 million.
4.8.
Approximately 5 million.
So approximately 5. Approximately to 5. Why didn't you say 4.5? Now times 2. That'll be about 9. That'll be about 9 or 10 million per annum. This is where the gate is going to be. And let's look at this general compound. He wants to put another set. He wants to put another set. He wants to put another set right on this side. And of course, the borehole is on that side, on the extreme side. And let's look at the overview right away. So he's putting the borehole right on that side. And I think there's room for some other things apart from that. But I got to